Okay, guys. So, here's the thing. This is my June TBR. Camera's a bit down. But I am filming this quite early, only because time I get to June, I might be a bit busy. I've got things planned for that month, and I've got to try and get some stuff done in that month as well. So I'm going to be a bit busy. So I'm going to be filming this June TBR now. I am, of course, missing 3 books, which I'll get through in just a moment. There. So the first book I'm actually currently reading right now is Incendiary by Zoraida Kovida. I hope I butchered that, but yeah. I'm currently like in the middle of it. Not in like middle, but in a decent amount. The Illusionary to a second book is coming out this month. Sorry, time I film is in May. So in May, so last month on the 11th, I will be getting my Illusionary book for the second series. Then Broken Web is supposed to come in June, but obviously this is a June TBR, so it's going to be. Why is my camera very wonky? Sorry. And so my Broken Web is not going to come until June, so that's a bit late as well. And because me just realising if I do, because I'm planning to move in next month, in June, and most of my stuff that I pre-ordered books are going to be coming in, live to here, meaning I've got books for June. Hang on, I've got it on my phone because I can't remember. So, yeah, by the 15th of June, Broken Web should be arriving for me, or earlier. And then I've got Untethered by Kaylin Flanders. That will be coming in about July, so that's my July one. Then, yeah, so this for May, I will get my Illusionary. It's not going to be the Fairy edition because I totally forgot that Fairy would do addition to this book, a second book to this, and totally forgot, and I'd pre-ordered it. And the books I've just pre-ordered as well was Spell's Trouble, which will come on the 1st of June, and then Unveiled Reflection by Melissa Hawkes, which goes with the first book of Cloaked Shadows, which I got in the book. Oh my god, Books by Nature book box. So that's the second book to that, and that doesn't come to the 18th of June. So I've got like 3 books coming in June, 1 in July, one thing, and then obviously I'm not going to do any pre-order books until I do move out, just in case. But that is what I'm hoping. But anyway, there is going to be another book that's supposed to be coming in, Blade of Secrets, but obviously where I'm filming this super early, and normally I don't get my beacon box until close to the end of the month, beginning of the month, so I will have to that book will probably be the end of the box. So I'll be reading Broken Web and probably Blade of Secrets last. We'll see how it goes and when they come, but we'll see. So the next book is Daughter of the Pirate King by Tricia Liverseller. So I've heard so many good things about this book and the next one as well, and I'm just really intrigued with it, and I'm really happy to finally put this on a TBR. I've got so many books where I'm like, I need to read these like now, and I finally am. So to go with that as well, we have Daughter of the Siren Queen. So also by Tricia Liverseller. This Lady Jack Sparrow is back, and she's fiercer and wittier than the other. I am so looking forward to seeing how this one is, because obviously it's the Siren Queen and everything like that. So interesting. Next up, we have The Shadows Between Us by Tricia Liverseller as also, and this is a Fairy edition, which I got that I got this book in February last year. I don't know how I keep doing that, but I'm trying my best to try and read all the books I get from both boxes, or from Books by Nature as well, because sometimes I like their books. If not, I won't. But I am planning to get their June items only box, not the book, because Age of Shades is not something that I'm interested in. But there you go if you don't know the spoiler to the book. So there we go. I am looking forward to this one. This is only a short one. I have heard both bad and good things about this, but I am looking forward to put my own thing into it. Then, as you can see, we have some Throne of Glass series. which we have the first Throne of Glass, which is by Sarah J. Maas. I'm hoping I've got these in order. You can tell me if I've done it wrong or not, otherwise I can search them up myself. So with these as well, what I'm planning to do now, because I have so many books and so many trying to figure out when to put them out, and I want to read more in that month, and I can't because obviously I don't want to upload too many books on one day like I've been doing in the past. So what I'm going to be doing, so if Illusionary comes before, we'll have to upload Incendiary for June, then I can upload Incendiary and Illusional together in one video. So you see Incendiary first, then Illusionary. I was say Illusionary first, because it's combined together. But I'll leave the down below what the timestamps probably would be if I remember. So this is what I'm going to do with the Throne of Glass series. So the first 4 books will be part 1, and then the second 4 books will be the part 2 kind of things of the Throne of Glass series. It's only because it makes it a little bit more easy for me, and I'll explain more about the other books as well. So, Throne of Glass. Then it will be Crown of Midnight. I've heard so much good things about the Throne of Glass series, and I'm so looking forward to reading them. I have read some of the books in out of order, but yeah. Then we have Hair of Fire and Queen of Shadows. So those are the first 4 books you receive from the Throne of Glass series, and then that'll be part 1. So it'll be tied. I'm guessing it'll be tied to like when I do it, Throne of Glass series part 1 review, and then yeah, because I'm probably going to end up talking less about these anyway. Then we have the second part will be the Empire of Storms, Tower of Dawn, and Kingdom of Ash. And then finally, The Assassin's Blade. So I've actually read half of this book already, maybe 2 years ago when I got the book, when I heard about Sarah J. Maas, and then they say I didn't actually touch it again. Whoops, because I found a bookmark in it the other day and I was like, ooh, there was a bookmark in there. Oops. So yes, hopefully I've got these in the order. If not, I can literally just change them over and you can tell me. But that's what's going to happen is I'm going to be bunching more of my reviews together. Only because I've got so many books I just want to get into and crack onto, and so many books I want to read. Like, my target for this year is 130 books, but if I can get through that, past that, I know I can read plenty more books next year and carry on with that. Because where I'm getting books in my book boxes, and also trying to get new releases as well, every month, I'm like, I don't know what to do now, because I have to try and figure out what's new releases and what books are going to be coming out. So, like, for July, I have the Court series. Then that Court series will be in a one video as well, but in the separate videos, so 5 separate videos, yeah. Like, when it gets to the Fable and Namesake, them 2 will be in the same video. The Devouring Grey and the Deck of Omens by Kristen Lee Herman, they're going to be in the same video. The Serpent and Dove series in the same video. A Curse So Dark and Lonely, same video. Daughter of Smoke and Bone, that's going to be in the same video as well. Ember of the Ashes, exactly the same. Any books that's got a trilogy, a duology, well, I said that really wrong. Duology, and anything like that has one book or more, one or book more, that series will be pretty much into a series on video on one set where I look like I'm reading them all in the same day. But that's what I'm going to do. I hope you guys don't mind that. I'm just changing it up a bit because I do want to I've got a lot to read and it's hard to try and figure out what to do and when to upload them, which I am actually going to be planning that soon when I need to upload the videos. So that's going to be interesting. But yes, so I hope you guys are okay with that. And obviously the next video you'll see the releases and the books that will be, so you'll see my pre-order books and the books that I am going to, that's going to be in the boxes for for June of Fairloot and Beacon, which I can't wait to find out what the themes are though. Yay. Anyway, so thank you guys for watching this, and I do apologise again for this being so up early. If the books 3 books that comes, if they do come quite early, and I haven't done my releases video, you see those books in that video before I do show you them. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Okay, so did not actually expect this, totally forgot, my fault. But where I've actually already read all the TBR that's on my June already, on my June TBR that you guys will see beginning of this video, I've actually already uploaded three videos up in May already, which was the Hollow Crown series, Incendiary and Illusionary, and then Daughter of the Pirate King. So there's those ones. So these two piles here are actually going to be the 2 book piles that I'm also going to add onto my June TBR. Yes, that's a lot, but I've actually read almost half of them already because I've just been kept going and going. And where I have I've got tomorrow and Wednesday off, so that's 2 books, which will be Daughter of the Sorrow Queen and The Shadows Between Us. And then obviously we have the Throne of Glass series, which will take 2 days of them because it's a two-part video. I'm not going to put all of 8 books onto one because it's just a long video. But with that on hold as well, I've actually read most of these books already, and I've got 2 weeks off, and on those 14 days I'm going to pretty much upload a book review anyway, so that gives me a time to read as many books anyway. And my target is very high for this year. I want to get through these books because some of these books have actually got a second series too, and I can't get them yet until they actually come out. I still haven't got Broken Web yet, which will come in June, like when I'm filming this at the end of May. Broken Web will come, so you guys will see it through the June TBR, I believe. So you might be able to see them on first, hopefully, fingers crossed, depends on when it arrives. So these are the books we're going to go through, and like I said, I'll tell you where I have actually read from, so don't worry. So the first one is going to be the Court series, so A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. We have the Court of Mist and Fury. We have A Court of Wings and Ruin, A Court of Frost and Starlight, and the Court Silver Flames. So all these 5 books are actually going to be into one video, so that would be one. Then we have this book, which is Sarah J. Maas's Crescent City, The House of Earth and Blood. So there's actually a second book coming out next year, so I actually can read this book this year, which is lucky enough. We have that one. Then we have Star Daughter by Spectare, I believe. So I got this in a Fairy Loot in August last year. So that's that one. Then we have Grown by Tiffany J. Jackson, which we got from an Unplugged box, and I'm finally getting around to reading that. I think I got that in August last year as well. Thanks. Then we have another series which will also go together, which is The Devouring Grey and The Deck of Omens by Christine Lynn Herman. So I'm reading these 2, and these 2 will be in a series together. Next up we have the Vampires Get Old Tales with the Fresh Bite. So I got this in October last year from a Beacon box. I'm going to finally get around to that. Okay, so the series I'm actually currently reading right now is actually A Curse So Dark and Lonely series by Bridget Kemmer. So this is the series I'm on. I'm actually at the end of that book right now. Then next is the Heart So Fierce and Broken. And then we have A Vow So Dark, Bold and Dark and Deadly. So these 3 books will also be in one video, so where you see that most of the series are going to be combined together, just to make it more easier for me not to waste my time with anything like that. So the next pile we have this Golden Flame by Emily Victorious. We got this this year in February. As you can see, I'm trying to get through all my books as well this year, because it's easy for me to catch up with books that comes out next year and all that. I think I don't have to worry about trying to catch up with books this year, you know. So this one is Cast on Firelight by Dana Swift. So this book came out this year in February, I believe, so getting that time to read that one. Then we have the Black Canary by Alexandra Mini, which was in the Beacon January box, so we get around to that one. Then we have another 4 series, which will also go into a 1 series video. We have these, not in order by the way. So we've got The Reaper of the Gate by Sabah Tibar. We have the Torch Against the Night. We have Sky Beyond the Storm. and then Ember and the Ashes. So those 4 books will be in one video as well. Then next up we have Law by Alexandra Bracken. So this book will be the last book in my 2 weeks off, and then the next few books are going to be the books that should be the days I believe I have off in those weeks. Maybe not, but we will see. But there's that. So I don't read them, then you guys will see them probably in my July TBR. But yeah, so the next one is Master of One by Jaden Jones and Dana Bennett, which I actually got in December last year. So there's that. Then we have Link by Link, edited by Meg Danley, which was a Beacon Books exclusive for their Christmas box. And then the last series that's going to be also together in one series book, which is the Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. We have that one. Then we have Days of Blood and Starlight. And then Dreams of God and Monsters as well. So all these books will be in June. Probably the last 5 books will probably be in June, or maybe in July in the beginning of it. But we'll see. But those are the books I'm going to be doing, and I hope you guys enjoy. But thank you guys for watching. Bye. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we have our releases for June. So as you can see, the first video that you did see is the first clip video, whatever you can call it, is the June TBR. Now with that as well, we're still waiting on Blade of Secrets, Illusionary and Broken Web. Illusionary is actually going to be time I have finished filming this and this is uploaded, it will arrive and all that crops. So with Blade of Secrets and all that. Broken Web, I don't know. But as I have said before in that video, I have been filming these quite early, only because I am trying to get some stuff done with it. But anyways, this is the releases video. So I have quite a few releases for June, which I didn't think I would have. So the first book is actually going to be the book that is going to be in the Feralid and also in the Beacon box, which is quite surprising. So at the end of May, I will have to contact them and let them know that I like to change the June box to the items only instead of the full box. Like April's box? Yeah, April's box. So the book is going to be Fire with Fire by Destiny Sora. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this book is going to turn out. Obviously, Feralid doesn't do items only or the book only option. Beacon does, so that's why I'm really thankful for them, and I still get their boxes. Also with their June box as well, it's going to be their last with Beacon box I'm talking about. Beacon is going to do June is their last box where they're going to have a collectible frame inside, because they have a different idea of doing something, so they want to have maybe another book inside or something else with that option instead of have a frame. It depends on what the idea is. So I am looking forward to see what those boxes will be. I'm really looking forward. So next up we have is Broken Web. So this is the pre-order this is the second book of Forest of the Souls by Laura M. Lee. And then I also do have another book coming called Unveiled Reflections by Melissa Hawkes. The second book to Cloaked Shadows. Now, I don't know if it comes out in June, but it's coming to me in June. Well, on the 1st of June, so it might come in May. But all these boxes that you see now that I might got, these are all like boxes that I'm going to read in later in the year. So all these books you're going to see today is actually going to be the books that you will see for December this year. I have got over 20 books to read in December, but that's fine. 7 Broken Web, you won't see that one until obviously for June. Blah blah. Okay, so let's get into the books. Let's get into the books that I am going to, I've already got my list to read that I want. The first one is Blood Like Magic by Liz-Ella Sansbury. So the cover is amazing, and I'm really intrigued to see how this book turns out, because it's a dark and a rich urban fantasy. I love fantasy, so that's all good. And it says, after years of waiting for her calling, a trial every witch must pass in order to come into their own power. The one thing Voya Thomas doesn't expect was to fail when Voya's ancestors gives her an unpredictable second chance to complete her calling. She agrees. And then she's horrified when the task is to kill her first love. And this time, failure means every Thomas witch will be stripped of their power, of their magic. So she's never been in love. She's determined to save her family's magic, and no matter the cost. So she's never been in love, so for her to succeed, she has to find the perfect guy, and fast. Fortunately, a genetic matchmaking program has just hit the market. Her plan is to join the program, fall in love, and complete the task before the deadline. Simple. But what she doesn't count on is being paired with the infuriating Luca. I hope I'm saying the names right, I don't know if I am, but trust me. How can she fall in love with a guy who seemingly wants nothing to do with her? With mounting pressure for her family, Voya is caught between her morality and her duty to her bloodline. Now she wants to save their heritage and Luca, so she has to find something her ancestors want more than blood. And in witchcraft, blood is everything. I was like, I put the book down, I put my hand down, I went, oh my gosh. This seems like a good book. Like, literally, I cannot wait to read it. So the next book is actually Grace and Glory. So this is the third book in the trilogy book. I can't remember what it's called. I said Ham the Harbinger. This is the final book. So this is the 3 books, which is Storm and Fury, Rage and Ruin, and then you got this one, Grace and Glory. So these are the only 3 books I'm actually intrigued by the author. Yes, I wasn't intrigued with Blood and Ash, but that's fine. At least I can like something of her book. So, yes, you were wondering why don't you dare read this book, it's going to spoil you. By the time I actually end up reading this book, I will forget what I've read about this. So it's fine. So when angels fall, Trinity Marrow has lost the battle and her beloved protector. Even with the demons and wardens on her side, Trin must not win the war against the Harbinger. I hope I'm saying that name, the Harbinger? Bringing Liverseller back to the world to fight the Harbinger is probably a really, really bad idea, but there's out of options. And the world's ultimate fallen angel is the only being powerful enough to impact the outcome. A Trin and Zane form a new and more dangerous bond, and Liverseller unleashes hell on Earth when the apocalypse, I can't say it, the apocalypse looms and the world teeters on the end forever. Win or lose, one thing is certain, nothing will ever be the same. I'm so looking forward to reading this trilogy, so that's why I've put it in my list. So the next book is This Poison Heart by Kaeling Baron. So I am planning to read Cinderella as did as well, and then obviously this one. So it's kind of giving me like the Disney vibes, but like you've got Cinderella's Dead, Cinderella. This one's kind of giving you like Snow White kind of vibes, the Poison Heart kind of vibes, and I'm really looking forward to reading this as well. So it says in there, ever since she can remember, Bryson, I hope I said her name right, has had power over plants. So she kind of reminds me of Flora from Winx Club, because she has power to move plants. Flower blooms in her footsteps and leaves her turn to face her as though she was the sun. It's a power she and her adoptive mothers have spent her whole life trying to hide. And then Bryson inherits an old house from her birth mother. Suddenly she finds herself with the space and privacy to test her powers for the first time. But as Bryson starts to bring the house rambling garden back to life, she finds also has inherited generations of secrets. The hidden altar to the dark goddess, a lineage of witches stretching back to the ancient times, and a hidden garden overgrown with the most deadly, poisonous plants on Earth. And Bryson's long-departed ancestors aren't going to let her rest until she accepts her place as the keeper of the terrible power that lies at the heart of the poison garden. I was like, okay. Cinderella's... So this is literally just empowered fantasy about a young woman finding the strength to challenge everything she has been told is true. Yes, please. I'm so intrigued to read, like, I'm so glad to finally start getting more into reading these books. I'm so happy that I've getting these opportunity to read these books like this. Like, I know I don't get sent anything like this, but to be honest, I'm so glad to get these books. Like, I'm in my June TBR. I'm currently reading my June TBR. Time this video comes out, I might be halfway through the Glass series. You don't know. So anyway, the next book is Season of Chaos by Ella Cosmano. So here's the cover. As you see, this is why I went for it. This is the second book to Season of the Storms. So this is perfect for in immortal season, Jack and Fleur, I hope I'm saying her name right, Fleur, wielded powerful magic in the roles as the winter and the spring. Yet there wasn't magic strong enough to keep them apart. They risked everything for their love and the freedom to live their lives as they choose together. That choice came at a cost, and Jack had to sacrifice his winter magic and his immortality. Why can't I say these words? Although he would do anything for Fleur, he can't deny that his emptiness he's felt since. And the world they thought they left behind is dealing with the fallout of the battle. When Professor Leon as the new Kronos, seasons are free to do what they please, but not everyone is happy with the change in the leadership. When old enemy seeks revenge, immense magic runs wild and unchecked, creating chaos everywhere. So thrust into the middle of the new war, Jack and Fleur are forced to choose between their freedom and saving the world from the storm. I'm so looking forward to this. Like, I believe the book came out like last year or something like that. But I wasn't really intrigued in doing those kind of books, but now I am. I'm intrigued. Okay, the next one is The Cruelest Mercy by Natalie May. So this is the second book to the Kind of Poison. So this is the purple book. This is all green. So I'm looking forward to this aesthetic of this series, whatever it's called. So after surviving the crossing, Zahara has one of the adventurers, while Crown Prince Jet navigates the looming threat of a war because she is content to simply figure out what the future holds for them. But they're dealt with a devastating blow when Prince Cassia returns with a shocking claim. He's a true winner of the crossing and the rightful heir, and he bears the god's mark as proof. Even surprising, he's not the only one. Somehow Zahara possesses the very same mark, giving her equal right to the throne. But the last thing she wants to rule beside her would be executioner. But she can't let Okrena falls into his merciless hands. So Zahara, Jet, and their allies must race against the clock to find a way to stop Cassia, because once he's crowned, there's no telling what horrors he will unleash to win the war. Zahara will do whatever it takes to keep Cassia from taking the throne. But stop a villain, will she become herself one? She wants to become one herself. There you go. I don't know why I can't pronounce that one. Okay, and the last final book is The Curse of the Spectare Queen by Jenny Alden Moak. So this one's kind of given me like Queen of Heart vibes when I looked at the book. But when I read the synopsis, I was like, oh, hi there. Yes, please. Adventurous? Yes. This is like a little paragraph, and this is all I got for it, and I went, hell yes. A female Indiana Jones meets Tomb Raider with Samantha Knox, receives a mysterious field diary, and finds herself thrust into a treacherous plot. I just spat loads of things there. Sorry. After stealing a car, jumping on a train, chased by a group of dangerous pursuers, Sam finds out what's so special about this book. It contains a cipher that leads to a cursed jade statue that can put an end to all mankind. So this is a series that they're planning to do. So I literally cannot wait to find out what adventures this person is going to bring to it. And like I said, this is probably the most books I've had in a month that I liked. Excuse me. So I am really, really intrigued to see what's going to happen. Oh wait, I just realised. I'm filming this on the 11th of May, so you guys will see this quite early. Like, well, not early, like I'm filming this quite early. And I just realised that my illusionary should arrive today. I guess you guys see on my Instagram, which I will leave down below. I'm also going to start, soon we'll be leaving another Instagram down below. And that's just my Instagram for where I'll be creating desserts, pastries, stuff like that. And working my way throughout that. Because I have an idea of now want to bake cakes for people for their weddings, you know, their birthdays, their gender reveals. So the first cake that's going to be actually on that Instagram is going to be my friend's gender reveal cake. Which I'm so looking forward to. Anyway guys, thank you guys for watching this, and I'm so glad to be started doing this. And I'm still not getting very far after 4 years of doing YouTube, but thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys next month for the next TBR and releases. Bye!